What's going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so don't miss future videos. So there are 3 dividend ETFs that I'm looking forward to. Long-term wise, I want to hopefully get to 100 shares in these 3, hopefully 100 plus, maybe even 200 in some of them. Reason being, dividend growth and a little bit of high yield in these 3. So I'm going to emphasize why I like one of these monthly distributors. And of course, these quarterly distributors are very nice. They have good dividend growth as well. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out these 3 ETFs right now. DGRO is a really good dividend growth ETF. I really like the iShares Core Dividend Growth ETF. Right now it's $74.99. You do have some really good appreciation. The NAV goes up. So that's one thing that's very important with this is, yeah, its net asset value is pretty good. And I'm going to jump to a few more things. So it has some pretty good holdings in that. So they have Apple, JP Morgan, Broadcom, Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, ExxonMobil. We have United Health Group, Cisco, Philip Morris. Those are some pretty good. Actually, Philip Morris has a really higher rate versus some of these other ones. So Microsoft has a little bit of a lower dividend percentage versus Philip Morris. Again, remember, some of these dividend growers, the reason why they're really good dividend growers, they do have a lower yield versus a higher yield. So Philip Morris has a higher yield. The dividend growth isn't always there. But when you have some of these really good ones, Microsoft, JP Morgan, Broadcom, you notice the yield's not too high. And again, for DGRO, you have an expense ratio of 0.08%, which is pretty nice. So the NAV's going up, expense ratio is less than 0.10. Morningstar has a rating as a 4. Here's some of the top holdings in them. I think they have like over 300 plus holdings in them, right around 365, if I'm correct. Let me just jump to that. 395, I'm sorry. So they have a lot of holdings with good dividend growth. So that's nice. And I'll show you the numbers. So let's just start in 2014. It had an 8-cent distribution. Then it jumped to 16. And then it was at 17, 16. Now this is 18. Then it hit the 20-cent range in 2018, right here. So the trends are really good with the increase in the hike. And then 2022, it hit 34 cents. Now it's at one point it hit 40 cents, and now it's in the 30s, 40s. It's starting to go up. So the numbers look good, the trends look good, and the expense ratio is good. So again, this is looking pretty good for a dividend ETF. Now I'm going to go to a higher yielding one that distributes monthly. That is the TAP Alpha S&P 500 Growth and Daily Income ETF. This is one of my favorite monthly distributing ETFs. It has done pretty well with its NAV. It has increased and rebounded, especially at this point in April 2025. It has a very high yield distribution as well. So right here, at 13.75% distribution, the TAP Alpha S&P 500 Growth and Daily Income ETF seeks the current income while maintaining prospects for capital appreciation. So right here, okay, current income while maintaining prospects for capital appreciation. I'm going to read that twice. The nice thing too, the recent distribution, the return of capital, the most recent distribution was estimated to be 100%. So again, I don't give tax advice or financial advice, but those are some pretty good numbers. So we got growth, we got income, we have maximized time decay. So we have that right there. And again, its performance is not too bad. I want to go over its distributions too. So 2024 is 29 cent, 27, 29, 28. We hit the 30-cent range, which is not bad. And we're going to go over some holdings right here. It's with VOO. It's 99.93% of its funds. So this is something that's very good. We have the amount of shares. Again, the reason why some of these yield max ETFs have not done well are what's inside of it. So we have VOO right here of 99.93%. And plus, that is a lot of shares, 420,848. So you have those. That's why, again, when I said with CHPY and GPTY, the holdings inside of them are the reason why the NAV is good. And the NAV is good with TSPY, and I earn very nice passive income with TSPY, and I plan on getting to 100, 200 or so shares. That is very important. The other thing that we have to look at is the expense ratio. Right here, the total expense ratio is 0.71%. So that is a higher expense ratio, so just be aware of that. And of course, I have to bring up this one too, that I own, and I plan on getting to a lot of shares because dividend growth is very important. Definitely going to be buying SCHD. So I already own all three of these, but I need more shares. And SCHD has really good dividend growth. Its expense ratio is not too bad either. There have been so many people doing videos on SCHD. I'm not going to really go in depth with SCHD, but I'm going to go over the trends of the dividend growth. So the 3-year dividend CAGR is 6.2 to 11.5%. Again, that varies. But this is the more important thing. The 5-year dividend CAGR is 8.6%. And it just recently did a dividend hike. So that's something that's very important. I think this is one of the best dividend growth ETFs out there. I'd like to see one that's better than SCHD. Yes, OVL is another one that I can mention. I can go on and on. Really love OVL. OVL is probably one of my top ones as well. But these three are really good for dividend growth. I wouldn't say TSPY for dividend growth, but it may have potential with that. But DGRO and SCHD are way better for dividend growth. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to squeeze one in tomorrow. It's just the packing and getting everything ready that might be a little bit of an issue with me posting a video. So I may try to do one Thursday night, and just when we're on the road on Friday, hopefully it'll happen. I'm going to try to do what I can do, but I do need to be more active with the reels. So check out my reels. I'm going to try to do daily reels as well. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Tomorrow we're going to be dividend stocks and some REITs. Take care and have a good one. And again, I have a disclaimer at the beginning. Don't buy things because I buy things. Take care.